control of this part of the build. It's not going to be too excessive to start off with. It's a gradual build-up to being absolutely flat out once they start with the balls.
Do you know what, Clive? I've got a burning question that I want to ask you, but really quickly before I do, just a little reminder, if you do want to get involved at home, we're live on Spurs Play, on YouTube, on TikTok. Get your questions in and we'll take as many of your questions as possible. We've got Sandro coming to join us a little bit later on. We've got Graham Roberts coming to join us a little bit later on. So feel free to fire through as many questions as you can and we'll try and get through as many as we can over the course of the training session.
And don't forget on that Ben, for fans, you have got a gateway here to someone who coached in one of the best periods this club's ever had. So and not only let alone played, but coached, did this in that Champions League squad.
I was going to say, Miles,
I would take advantage of that, fans.
Milesy, there were some unbelievable players in that group.
Clive, the other week on Off the Shelf, Peter Crouch said that he was injured for a session.
You'll love this.
He was injured for a session, and Harry said to him, "Why don't you just come out and watch?" And so he took him out to watch, and he said halfway through the session, just turned and looked at Crouchy and just said, "Are you seeing this? Like, are you seeing what we've got in front of us?"
Crouchy goes, Harry says to him, "Crouchy, this is ridiculous, isn't it?"
Well, because at the time that would have been Luca, that would have been Rafa. That would have been Ledley, it would have been Dawes, it would have been Aaron Lennon, Jermaine Defoe, Gareth Bale. Like, it was an obscene group, really, wasn't it?
It was a group of such quality. That was the thing. So with that quality, the standards were so very, very high. And if you fell short of those standards, you almost didn't participate. You didn't become part of the group. It was a high demand of the highest level.
The other thing that you're noticing straight away here, so two things that jumped out at me. Are these groups selected before you go out? You know what your training group is going to be, and how is that done, and why is that done in these kind of groups, Clive?
Well, this will be further down the line, obviously into the small-sided games and the possession-based games that they're going to play. And I tell you what, even when you're sitting in the dressing room there and those bibs are being handed out, you're looking at the players that are in your team.
Who am I getting?
Because you know that you want a good team, because especially when you're closing down, when you're having to work to get the ball back, but when you get the ball back, you need to keep it. So my money's on the Reds at the moment.
Yeah,
I've looked at it.
do you know what's fascinating as well is that this is probably the perfect timing to be doing an open training session, because it would maybe one of the first sessions that we've had absolutely everyone out there, Milesy, because we had so many injuries.
And this is why I'm saying, I mean, the people in here today, you know, and just worth mentioning, actually, this was a One Hotspur membership day today, so memberships are available. Yeah, but I mean, you know, you're so here today. Look, you've got fans behind the goal there who are watching these goalkeepers work, doing a proper training session. Vicario, he's one of the finds of the Premier League. So he'll be in most top 3 best goalkeepers in the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah,
and we've got fans behind the goal. We were 20 yards away watching him work. I mean, it's great access.
Obviously, I know Rob Birch very well. He played in the development squad that won the league for me. Fabulous goalkeeper, and has taken on the career now, a top goalkeeping coach. But you just see the way the boys are working. They've started gradually, but now the footwork is really clean, quick, crisp. Everything is to do with dealing with the ball as well with their feet, but then their reactions, shots going in, getting their positions right, making sure their angles are right. And it's good to see. The crowd are enjoying it, especially if there's balls going in the back of the net. There's a first cheer. Yeah, they don't want to see the goalkeepers conceding goals.
So Birchie said his plan here is to score goals. He is. That's what he's doing. He's trying to score goals because he wants this to be match. You know, this is match intensity he's talking about here. wide of him because he can't reach her. If you just little thing, go a touch wide of him, keeper's all over you. He'll smother you. Go wide of him. All he can do is bring you down. You just go wide and pop it into
You really notice that though with Vic when he comes out so quickly and he spreads himself so well.
Decision early, and they're going to slot it, and he can tell our goalkeeper that. So next time that situation, I always used to say to strikers, when you go through one-on-one on a goalkeeper, if you're going to go round him, go wide. Go wide of him because he can't reach her. If you just little thing, go a touch wide of him, keeper's all over you. He'll smother you. Go wide of him. All he can do is bring you down. You just go wide and pop it into
You really notice that though with Vic when he comes out so quickly and he spreads himself so well. That strikers have a real time. I mean,
you know what?
I always go back to the Chelsea game. I always go back to that game. Sorry, it's so close up.
I mean, obviously, Clive will tell us better, but I'm not being funny, right? If you've got someone like Vic or Fraser sprinting out at you, I mean, you've got to be some sort of brave striker to want to go and get involved with that.
Absolutely, and you have to have great confidence in your touch and the way you manipulate the ball and change the angle. You can see the way that they're working. They're shifting the ball into different areas. So that is to shift the goalkeeper, his footwork, where he gets set when Birchie actually makes the strike. You'll see it here. Plays into the goalkeeper, has to deal with it with his feet. Played out, and now Birchie will shift the ball. Goes to the side, has to get to the near post to cover it. Comes back, shot, ricochet, poor touch from Birchie, bad left foot. Birchie! Oh, come on. Needs to be tighter with that left foot controlled as the goalkeeping coach.
Take over, Clive. You should be doing the finishing here. Just whilst we're watching the goalkeepers, thank you so much to everyone that's already chucking their questions in. We had so many questions for
we need these questions, Ben.
So, just on the big screen, we had Radio Dragusin and a question from Scarfo on YouTube who says, when do you think he'll make his debut as a starter in the first 11, Clive?
Well, I'm sure the manager is looking at the way he's developing within the squad. He's understanding with the other, obviously, defenders. It won't just be other central defenders, it will be the other defenders. And I think the small parts that he's played so far has been really positive. He's come into games where we've had to close games out, and you can see he's competitive. He's come in and he showed no fear, which I think is really important. I still think there's a fabulous option that all three central defenders could start.
And that's what Ange has done in closing out a couple of games.
Certainly has, yeah. And what have you made of that, Miles? When we've gone to the three, how has it changed things?
I just think, I mean, you are almost accepting that you're going to be under a bit of pressure. I think you've got to do it game by game. I don't think you can sort of, you know, you're not going to say before the game, okay, we're going to bring him on with 5 minutes to go and go through at the back. You've got to see what the game's doing. I think he's such a unit, isn't he? And you know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing him play. When will that be? I don't know, because look, if we're playing 4 at the back, we ain't shifting Kuti and Mickey Ari, let's be honest. So yeah, it'd be interesting. But this is what we want. We build this squad for options. Yes, and that's what we've got now.
Yes, one of my favourite clips I've seen on any of the social channels this season is after Radu joins. He's just doing some work with the bands alongside Rishi, and Rishi sort of tugs it a bit, and then Radu just he nearly yanks him over. You thought, God, what an absolute unit that's just joined this football club. He's so strong, but also very quick as well, which is a really crucial part of our defence, because you almost see one defender is going to step out and attack the ball, the other is going to drop in behind and do the sweeper job. That
I mean, if you look at all the things that Ange wants in a centre back, you want pace, obviously, but you want to be able to play, read the game intelligence, confidence, bravery. Look, we haven't seen enough of him to tick all those boxes as we see it, but I'm sure he's got all of those, as he wouldn't be here, Ben. So. Yeah, so he just looks such a formidable opponent. That looks a formidable defender. Sorry.
What you'll see now is that they're having had that sort of gentle build-up with possession of the ball, lots of touches of the ball to start the session. They're now going to go into a passing drill, which will they will rack up again. It will become more serious in terms of the quality, the intensity, and the speed will increase dramatically. And you'll see it now. The players the players know, obviously the coaches are going to be explaining, but the players know, and they very, very quickly take it on board as what's required and the quality and the level.
Clive. This is my worst nightmare. I used to train as a kid. Going through this bit and hoping that you don't mess it up first time is always so difficult. Look, 10,000 fans in the stadium today, and we have the man on the mic, Matt Tarr. I'm looking around. I'm scanning around for you, Matt. Where are you and who are you with?